Hello there, Virgo. My name's Frankie, and I'm coming to you from spirits-healing-readings.com. And I'm a clairvoyant, clairaudient, medium, and an empath. And I've been doing readings for 27 years now. And this is going to be the reading for Virgo for July of 2016. And I would advise you, if you know your moon sign and your rising sign, that you look at all three of those to get a bigger picture or more information for you for the month of July. What I've done here is I've laid 5 cards for you. I'm going to use the bottom card in the deck for our overall view of the month, and the other 4, I don't believe they're going to go week by week. I think they're going to probably intertwine throughout the month, because that's kind of how the way it works for me. And what we'll do at the end is pull an angel card. I have Doreen Virtue, can't even talk, oracle cards, angel oracle cards here, and we'll pull one of those, try to put everything together for you. I am not an astrologer, but I looked up the astrology for you, and for the month of July, it's in the emphasis is in your 11th house, and that's business income, friends, group associations, social undertakings, like if you belong to a club that has to do with your work, or social groups that you belong to, and your hopes and wishes. Basically, it looks like you got an interesting month here. Well, it makes sense if it's in the 11th house, because I kept hearing a couple words before I started, and based on what I'm seeing in the cards, it's probably absolutely true. And because I'm an empath, when you hear me say I mean everybody that has Virgo in their chart right now, sun, moon, or rising, is named Frankie. It's a speech pattern. It makes it easier for me. But I have a couple words, and it's like balance is one of them, and that brotherhood, sisterhood, which is like friendship type deal, which fits right in with the astrological, and the word integrity. It's kind of interesting, because Spirit's telling me, what I'm hearing is, keep my secrets. Discretion and discernment are extremely important this month, and being as it's like a social thing too, also with friendships, and I believe that 11th house thing can have to do with like non-emotional relationships. So I want to keep my secrets to myself, and other people's secrets that they've given me to myself too. I'm not quite sure what that's about, but it feels really right. The bottom card on the deck is an excellent card, and it's upright, and we got the 10 of Cups. And when I think of that card, I think of abundance, but not necessarily financial, like the big bucks coming in. It's an abundance of goodness that I have within my home, or my relationships, or things that are going on around me. Like in my environment, it's like absolutely an excellent month, and but there's a lot of other issues that are coming up during this time too. So what I'm thinking, based on this first card that I pulled up, there's a few things that I'm required to change for the month. The next card I pulled up is the 9 of Swords, and it's in reverse. And when it's upright, I always look at this card and think, this is the little guy in your head that keeps you up all night talking to you and telling you everything's a mess and da-da-da and all this kind of stuff's going on, or I'm worried about this, I'm worried about that. It's those fears and that repetitive thought that keeps us up or moving at nighttime. Usually when it can be a founded fear, but then again it can be an unfounded fear that we're just, having happen to us, or something we think's coming. And what I always found is, when I decide to face the tiger and whip open the door, the tiger's not there. In this sense, this Nine of Swords is in reverse. And that amplifies that feeling, that amplifies that worry, that fear, because of the cards in reverse. Now, if we have an amplified fear, that means, you'll see when I explain this to you, but the fear is amplified to a point that it means that there's something I need to change within me. That means it's a belief system that has to change within inside of me. And to me, that's like a spiritual thing. And the reason I'm saying that is because the next card we have is the Strength card. And Strength card is an excellent card. Look at this lady here. She's got a hold of the lion and she's taming him, and he's standing right beside her and not biting her. She has her hand right on his mouth. And when we look at strength, I see that lion as a base instinct. That instinct that's inside of us, like for survival. Now, who would walk up and grab a lion by the face, and pet it like it's a giant cat? But this woman's not afraid. So when I see this Strength card coming in reverse, this shows me that there is some kind of basic survival instinct that is coming up outside of me. So that shows me that, perhaps my intuition in a certain situation is right on, or perhaps I'm putting my own self on the back burner to handle other people's needs versus doing the things that I need to do to bring my own self forward. So that is, all humans have a survival instinct. And since we have this worry card here, and it's a little bit amplified, and this is our happy home card, and our survival instinct is coming to the forefront, there must be issues, things going on where we're taking a back seat when we shouldn't be taking the back seat. So perhaps there's other things that are happening in our lives, or what do I want to say? Because they said balance, they said integrity. So what is it that's coming up to the top as an issue for me that threatens me as an individual? Because we want to bring this card right side up. And personally, when I see these two cards, this Ten of Cups here, and the Nine of Swords, it feels almost as if it has to do around, something that's extremely important to me, whether it be my home, my job, my relationships that I share with other people, my career structure, whatever's going on here. It's an absolute change of opinion within me, a reevaluation point, okay? Because the next card we have, right, is the Tower card, and it's upright. And when the Tower card shows upright, no, the house is not exploding, but the fact remains that there's situations that are around me when we have this card that need to be taken down in order to be reassembled in an appropriate manner. And I don't want to do things in a radical manner, like, because they're saying keep those first words when we were talking, keep my secrets, my friends' secrets, my secrets. If someone tells me that, gives me something or puts it in my hands, because when this Tower card shows up like this, we are taking something down in order to put things right. And that's how I feel with this Strength card in reverse. We are trying to put our own selves right. So this is around friendships or relationships, a lot of it, or it can even be work relationships because it's about business income and things like that. I want to keep that integrity up there, and I want to pay attention to that base knowledge, that instinct that's inside of me that says, shut my mouth, or open my mouth, or change this belief because it doesn't suit me anymore. Because this feels like it's a time for me to have of good fortune. And because of that secret thing that they're saying, I don't want to accept everyone just at face value this month. You know, everyone needs boundary lines. So when just because someone tells me a thing, it doesn't necessarily mean it's true. So I want to get it right down in here because this is affecting my happy if I don't make these choices or change these things that are happening inside of me. Because the next card is like, I keep hearing delightful. The next card we have in here is the Nine of Cups. And yes, that is delightful. That is the pip card of my wishes are coming true. So and it's upright, and or it's reversed, I'm sorry, and I'm thinking, my wishes are coming true. What is it I truly wish for? Because I'm going to get it. Now, even in reverse, this card is not a negative card. The only thing that can make this a negative card is if I'm negative and I cannot believe that I'm actually getting my wish come true. That's the only thing that can stop this Nine of Cups here. That's the only thing that can stop it. Now, wouldn't it be delightful if we had a chance in our lives to have a wish come true? So what is that wish inside? Because something's triggering me here to either change a basic core structure, and with this Tower card, you know, let's say if it was I was going to lose my job, or let's say my relationship, I'm going to get a divorce. Those are pretty dramatic things. But with the Tower card, I could have seen this coming. Should I have chosen to look at the situation logically and clearly? And that integrity thing is honestly. Like, go inside of me, honestly evaluate why I didn't see this coming, right? Or did I, because they said secrets, did I speak out of turn? You know, I don't want to bring the wrong people in my life. I want to evaluate the people because this is a lot of friendship, you know, group association, relationship kind of stuff when it comes up in this manner. So I don't want to be temperamental and go off, you know, half-cocked with this Tower card here. I want to look inside of myself. What is that man in my head talking like a broken record with this Nine of Swords in reverse? What is it that, you know, and if it's a real fear, it's a real fear. How do I address it? Is there something I need to dismantle? A belief system, a basic structure that, you know, to reevaluate and bring me back into that balance in order to keep my happy and keep my wish coming true. You know, so I'm going to want to strengthen like the connections with the people around me. I want people to understand where I'm coming from, and I want to be sympathetic with others. But, you know, in here, I don't want to put myself on the back burner because I'm serving others so much that I failed to see what it is I need. And then a crisis situation that I would have seen coming comes to me, and I'm just absolutely not prepared. So what they're saying is basically look around the situation, bring things into that balance, keep my secrets or other secrets to myself, and bring that balance and integrity in with every single step, that I'm taking. I can be open and loving and caring and honest with all the people, right? You know, but at the same token, I know everybody in the world doesn't need to know every single thing that's going on around me. And with this, my wish is going to come true. I don't want to have any negative thoughts around it, because in this case, I'm the only one that can stop it because of my negative thinking. So the universe is trying to delight me. Why not bring myself into balance? And if there's something I need to change, go for it. That's exactly how it feels. Go for it, Virgo. Look around. Just look around. It feels like a really good time, to like kind of let others know my aims. But, if there's other things there, keep them to myself. Pay attention to my boundaries. I can be open without everything, coming to the forefront. This is interesting. This is very interesting. They are saying integrity and balance and things like that, and the things that keep me up at night that are amplified, things that I've got to change because I want this happy, this 10 of Cups and this 9 of Cups, right? These angel cards, I have to tell you, Virgo, they really crack me up. And it says, the opportunity to forgive. Now, can you see those two little koala bears up in the corner? That's just beautiful. I don't know if I can get all the glare off of it for you. But it says, this situation brings you the opportunity to heal, grow, and release negative patterns. Now, what does that fit with our little 9 of Swords here, and the Strength and the Tower card, and the Strength in reverse? It says, hold the intention of seeing the other person's inner divine light and goodness. We will help you release unforgiving thoughts, feelings, and energies, and lift you to a higher place of peace and compassion. That kind of fits where we're going with everything, doesn't it? Let's see what the alternative meanings. Whoop. I think I just went past it. I always have to look in the alternative meanings, because first time I started doing these for February just of this year, I kept shuffling the angel cards and I kept pulling the same card every time. So I had to figure out that maybe there was another meanings to them, because everybody's meaning couldn't hardly be the same. It says, the angels sent you this card because they see that you've grown weary of reoccurring negative patterns in your life. To break this cycle, it's important for you to release old toxic thoughts about your current situation and relationships. That's this Tower card. Basically what they're exactly saying to you. You can do this by breathing deeply, and on each exhalation, giving your fears, worries, anger, and other painful emotions to the angels. Forgiveness doesn't mean that you are condoning the other person's behavior. It just means that you are unwilling to carry toxic feelings and thoughts about him or her. Release, be free, and experience the positive patterns through forgiveness. And the additional meanings are, avoid blaming yourself or others. As you release anger, a creative resolution to the situation will appear. There are hidden blessings in this relationship and the situation. Focus upon the desires instead of the fears and the judgment. And I believe, Virgo, that that's our Strength upside down card, our Tower card. We could have seen it coming. What are we going to do to alter it? Because we have a wish, and that wish can only be affected by our own negative feelings to look at the fact that the wish actually is coming true. But maybe the past shows us that it's not possible. So if there's a belief in our past that says, I never get my wish, I think it's time we change that and quit staying up all night worrying about it, because this will affect our happy, right? Well, thank you, Virgo, for spending all this time with me. I really, I really enjoy it, and I really appreciate the time that you spend. And I want to thank you for all of your likes and your shares and subscribes and your comments. I just love the comments. Everyone is genuinely kind, and some of you are really funny, the stuff that you write me. And if you ever hear back from me, because I'm so far behind myself, and you get a strange email from someone, that would be me contacting you. Well, if you want to just know more about me, you can go to spirits-healing-readings.com. The information's down below. Or if you'd like to schedule a reading with me, all the information's there on the website. And hopefully, Virgo, I will be back to see you in August. Bye-bye.